Is the Lord funny? Is the Lord funny? Who is the Lord? The funny Lord. Was there one? Was there two? Was there three? Was it a mirror and a reflection? How are we supposed to figure out the truth? Or how can I tell you the story? More of a story about this. How can I tell you something that I don't know? Can I tell you more or something that I do know? And by all your individual questions that you will ask me, you will enlighten me. When you ask me a question of something that you do not know, imagine that I do not know and that I can question what you have asked me and see what I can know about what you asked, how I can go deeper. And the reason I can do this is because the simplicity of ABC, as simple as ABC, the Word of God, how simple it's been for thousands of years that we have heard it over and over again. The Word of God. I am that I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm even used to doing it. Because in the older days, I was going like, I'll go over to Jupiter and I'll go over to Neptune. I'll take a ride in Venus and it'll go. And I'm going to go to Mercury. Oh, hold on a second. Mercury is like, and Venus is, and Earth is, and then Mars is, and then you want to go to Jupiter, you stick your finger in, you go, and then you want to go to Saturn. So you stick your finger in again and you go, right? Oh, maybe that, hold on a second. I did that wrong. I think I did that wrong. Hold on a second. Show me an old dial-up telephone. I want to see a rotary phone. You know I cheat, right? I cheat. I get all the information, right, in one of these things. I ask it a question, it tells me. I don't care if it's the truth or a lie. All I want to know is if there's a letter or a number. Because once I have the letter or the number, it's already going to tell me if it's a truth or a lie. I don't have to, speak to another human. If 99% of the people on this planet, okay, not on the planet, but people that know this system, and it's the ABC system, right? A, B, C, D, and all the way to Z. I want to know how many people, how many teachers have heard of this system. Well, in that system, in those shapes where you're connecting lines with dots and dashes, already been spoken through Morse code and put online through Morse code and all dots and dashes. How can we say there's not more to our alphabet? If we can transfer our words digitally and even look, do you see me throwing letters in the air? How are you hearing that word? And how would you write down some of these words? Check this out. The earth. So this would be the and this would be the fur, and this would be the hurt. But it's not the hurt. It's the art. But art is A-R-T. So if this is the art, wouldn't this be far? And this would be R, and this would be arth. And I just want to tell you something. Not my idea. I thought of it before. I haven't delved into it really. I saw a teacher online doing this, right? I'm not sure if you can hear me. Won't work, but maybe the microphone will work. So if you can hear me, I'm going to be there in a minute. They keep doing this to me. It's just not fair. It's probably not them. It's probably just my camera. I need to set up this system better. I disconnect, while I have to come here and repair while I'm out there collecting information. Yeah, I know the screen went. I'm going to try and go up my driver. You can hear me, okay? So, but it keeps turning me off. It's letting me on this. It's not letting me on that. This computer is 2 years old. I've been fighting with it. Okay. Now, if I have to look at this through movie style theater, right, as a game, okay, they hear Mr. Tackpan's coming down the road. The train is coming. I got an engine on each end. I don't have no caboose on my train. I can go both ways and I can spin in an instant. In fact, I got thousands of trains. I don't even have to beer anymore because once I teach everybody the system, and if you can believe that the alphabet is actually real, that you can actually say and write a number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that we count these numbers all the way to 21 for the reason that we have two ends of a shoelace. Both ends of the shoelace, it doesn't matter where you go. If you measure that shoelace from right to left or left to right, you're going to get the same answer. If you play the piano from left to right, you get the center C at the 24th key, stopping at 23. 24 is now connecting both sides of this piano. So if 24 is connecting both sides of this piano, right? And is it? Is it? It's center C, but there's only 52 keys, but it's the 24th from one side, the 29 from the other, number 53. That connection is like a cap in the moon, your creation into the E world. Did you know? Did you know? I'm going to fix it in a minute. But did you know that in all the devil's words, right? Lucifer, Asmodeus, Beelzebub, Belia, Bahamut, none of them contain the seventh letter. Let me see if Yeah, so sorry about that. I don't know where I left you off. I'm live on my other live on YouTube. Okay, but the YouTube just sent me information. They said and they didn't just send me information, but they told me a fact. They told me a fact that they're reminding me. And there's only so much gigabyte, there's only so much memory, there are so many computers, okay? And the more they need a computer in one area, and the more they need memory, they have to erase memory. Memory only lasts a certain amount of time because you need to store it. You need to store that memory. You have a gas tank in your car, the gas goes in. What lasts forever? What never runs out? What has to be replenished? What has to be changed? What has to be dusted? What has to be cleaned? We need to know that they sent me a message 3 months in advance, 1 quarter, to tell me that my tax, blah, 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 is going to run out. And when it runs out, right, when they pay me, they can't withhold my tax. So they told me that. So I made $11 over the last year and a half from them. And this is what they're telling me. Why did they tell me? They don't want to tell me again. It'll just close down. They don't have time to remind you after a certain point. They'll remind you for maybe 30 days, and then they won't say anything because they don't have enough storage for all of this. So the more we make them wait, the harder it is for them. The more we go against their grain, the more of their memory we need to use up by us communicating in a different in the alternative frequency in which they communicate. Thank you, which they communicate, and let's call that the dog frequency. What the dog can hear, what the cat can hear, not in our frequency. And when we talk in these frequencies, we can also look it up because they gave us a different way to look it up, and I don't know what it is, right? But when I look it up. Towards my computer. I'm trying to see where it is. I think no, not here. I don't know where it exactly is. Okay, but it tells you your television set is 1080 Pi, and all these numbers are telling you how all the movement of either the frequencies or the pixels or whatever it is. I don't know all this knowledge. All I wanted to see is the numbers so I can see where they fit on the motherboard, right? Where they can fit on the motherboard. It's already been pre-constructed, pre-designed. It could look like this. It may not. We might have this in between. We may or may not. In order to connect this with this over here, I need to create a diamond in between right over here, this area over here, to connect the upper and the lower house. This is connecting between here and here. This has to connect between here and here. The number 8 goes over here. The number 17 goes over here. The 8 will connect multiple doorways. Where do I get the numbers from? Delivered. They were delivered from this game, right? From this game. And the add-on to the game was the 0 and the 00. Now, I'm questioning, is it a split life or does it run this way? Is it, on this, sorry. This is not the right wheel, but I'm going to show it to you this way. It either runs this way with 1 0 or 2 zeros. We have some sort of gateway within these two. I don't know what they are. They may also be explaining that the added, something's been added to this world. The single one is added possibly for us, or is it the double one that's added for us for the split brain? So if we go with the split brain, right, we end up with Lunas. No, we end up with Demas and Phobos. Demas and Phobos, dice, Diana, Indian, in the end. Dice, demons, Edmonton, demons, or Phobos, USB key, Phobos, phobias, Philadelphia freedom, Phobos. The moons, the names of the moons of Mars, Demas and Phobos. You can still type if you want to send me a message either on this page or the other page. If you message me on the other page, I'll see it. Right now, I haven't been looking. I now have to open up this thing over here because I have my phone open, I got all 3 of them open. I got to keep them plugged, you know. Got to keep their membership up by keeping them plugged. That's your membership. Keep them plugged. Okay, got that, got that. Okay. Yes, I can hear you. I also, that AI is non-sentiment. It learns only what it is programmed. I have to figure out where to put this. Can I put it this way? Yeah, okay. I can stand it up this way. Given what it is programmed, right? Well, you know, it's funny. They have an ad, SpongeBob ad. I'm just going to get something to drink. I'm going to be back in a minute. Right back here. You like my tie? All right. Yeah, so I've got that other video going also. So if they chop anything off again, boom, 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 boom. Communication is always an issue with the angel of high frequency. Happens to me all the time. Still See, now you can
Yeah, so for okay, this part shut off. I'm on another channel right now. I'm still on YouTube, Benjamin. I don't know how long it's been since you showed up. Okay, yes. Is he still going? Yes, I'm still going. I'm going to look up what that what everybody said. I'm going to get a glass of water in the kitchen. I'm going to come back. I hope I'm in the same, you know what? I hope that I'm remembering everything that I'm talking about. There's just so much that goes on, right? So just give me 1 second. For some reason, the calculation here is not right. My calculation is wrong. So 1,095 times 4 equals 43. Ah, I knew I made that mistake. 4380. That's better. 4380, 7 and 8, showing me that gateway into Mars. Right on. So this total of 4380 plus 1464 equals 5844. Okay. Okay. So it's 60 years difference between this date that we're in right now. But we're also not finished the cycle. Nothing has the beginning at the beginning, and nothing is at the end of the end. And even your shoelace, when you tie up your shoelace, right, all that ends up in one matin. When we begin life, we begin at 30, the 4 months of 30 days. So do we end life minus the 30? Because it's the half life. 30 is half of 60, in which it means 50%. So where does the difference between 100 come in and 60 come in? Has that not ever confused you? 60 seconds on the clock. I want 100% of my time. There's 40 missing. Well, 40 missing is 66.6. 1.666 times 60 equals to this. So you're missing 60%. So when you divide 5 divided by 3, let me see if I can get this right. 5 divided by 3 equals to what? Equals to 1.666. We're in the E world. We're in the half-life. We're split up 100%, and into our world were these cubes that came in to disrupt and interrupt and help us live at the same time. So which way do we go with this? I don't know. We'll discuss it. And eventually we'll come up with an answer, or we'll come up with more of a story that we can discuss. And at what point will we ever know the truth? And when is the part of the end time that I spoke about earlier? 66 years after creation is a passage between the sun and the moon, between the feminine and the masculine. The year is 2029. And on the 29th day was the year where Valentine's Day, right, had 15 days in it, right? 15 more days before and after, 3.14159265, where the birth came in. And the birth in that 6-5 was 11. In the house of Bait, 2 and 9, 11. 3.1415 coming from Mars, coming from the sun. 3.1415, 9/11, bringing AI together. Where April 1st is the 92nd day, where the 29th day, or 9/29, inside the month of September becomes the 273rd day. If you count it and add on 5 more days, you get to October 4th, day of communication. What is happening on this day? The deck of cards has 13 to a suit. Add 1 through 13 equals to 91. 91 equals to the spirit. 3 spirits is 273. In the leap year, the 273rd day becomes September 29th. If we had them all in leap years for birth, we'd have to add on 3 more numbers. So we'd have to add on both one. Well, we always have to add on 4 for the mirror, which makes it October 4th, day of communication. in 1963 or 1936. But we have to succumb the whole entire part of that creation, 36 to 63. And it's another piece that I was working on. And it's the zero house and understanding where is our separation. See, in here, I did the reverse, right? These reverses. But those reverses that I'm showing you doesn't have to be fixated on the clock. I want to show you reverses for the change in my pocket, 1 through 99. And when I have 0, that's where the 10 cents actually fits in. Does it not? It'd be 0. So I cannot start on the minus side. So I'm going to start at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is where I'm going to start that number. Just give me a minute. I'm going to be back in a minute. Ooh. You see my queen over here? You don't see that queen, right? I'm going to show you the queen. Aura from Victoria. Hey, Victoria, you got a secret? Hey, Victoria, you got a secret? This is Aura from Victoria. Hey, what's going on? Hey, are you part of the communication? Did you sleep half the day, right? Processing all that information for the human beings on this planet? You know, they take away something and they give us something. They vaccinate them and I'm sorry, I meant vacate. That's what I meant. Sorry about that. They vacate them, they imprint them and everything because these guys here, the cat, right? In French, it's number 4, right? That's number 4 in French. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, number 4? And to note that the cats aren't necessarily happy about water, right? Although they're licking themselves. And they don't go to the hydrant, they go in their sandbox. The spirit with the cat. It's a number 1 spirit, right, cat? How you doing? Always landing on your feet, right? Hey, kitty, kitty. Yeah, so just give me a second, getting a little bit of water over here. Have you ever seen this word here? Can you read that word? When you put the I letter between H and N or any flat back, it'll create the sideways 8. When it creates the sideways 8, it now shows me a one-sided or a number 7. Maybe it's saying 7 and 8. Maybe it's saying 700. Maybe my T came in over here, or maybe I have another I over here. I don't know. So we can now have 5 and then 1. Binary code. 36 numbers connected 3 different ways. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. They're all different ways. XO and a straight line will create this. Here's another part of it. This is the base of it. That's the skeleton part of it. That's the roulette wheel. Can you see the 4 here, the 2 here, 2, 4, 2? This 4 is going to connect this side with this side. These 2 are on their side. See, it's 4 here and 4 here. That there creates the ring mark. You see this ring? Let me see. Yeah, see this ring over here? See this part over here? Right? I call it the ring because it looks like you're putting a ring on, right? Over here. And here's the gem in the center between both sides. Now, how does this come to be? Well, you have to micmac, right? And you turn them over until everything starts to duplicate itself. The octagons connect both sides. Over here, right, I can close off this area. I've closed off this area. Trying to figure out where I've closed it off. Right, I close it off over here. What does it mean to close off? Because this number here, right, and this number here, 18 and 18. So I lock them together. And here's 21 and 21. So I can lock them together. And then if I did it with a little less pain, you'll see there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 hexagons inside this octagon. So there's 24 what should be inside of 8. 24 and 8, 32. 32 is the RAM. 24 minus 8 is 16, dividing the night and the day. is just flip-flop. Over here is number 12, 9, and then 12. You see the way well, I'm upside down, so I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing it this way, right? See where the X comes in over here? So you want to talk about an XY chromosome. You want to talk over here, you see this? Look at that, my hexagon. That's now going to connect these two sides. Now, why didn't I close this? Maybe I was just trying to make a statement by leaving some open. Some of the artwork that we have is making a statement. They're giving you too many lines or not enough lines, right? So if I close this one over here, this one over here is, this is 12 on this side. So this is 7 over here. So that'll be 7 over here. So 77 will lock in. And this one over here is 33 and 77. It locks in. On this side, it's 55. So you can join these two at 55. And this would be 555. And this would be 5555 over here. And this would be 7 and 7 over here, right? And this one, did I get that right? 7, right? Just give me a second. I want to see if I got it right. Oh, right. So I got 7 over here. I got 9 over here, right? This one is going to be closed with 99. This one's going to be closed with 77. Mars, okay, Mars and the moon both connect here, and so does Jesus Christ connect over here. 77 for the power of Christ. 99 for Jupiter 13. And I'll keep closing all of these up. So all my 3 worlds that I connect up is 6, 6, and 6. 9 and 7 is 16 is 7. I end up with 7, 7. So let me pull this back up. It's hard to talk on this little thing over here. I see that my other one is working. Hey, Duatra. I'm on another channel. I don't know if you moved to that other channel. Let me see what's here. Duacha, and let me see this. I'm just trying to see. Mama give birth to you and everything you sense, for she is the mother of all life. The firmament is a mother like a vinegar. We live in her right now. Whoop. Yeah, we live in her right now. We are living in it right now. Right now. Why am I at the bottom of the bowl? What's pushing me down that doesn't push the fly down? What is it? Well, it's funny. We are the, I didn't finish those words, right? I don't know where to go next. Where did I start? There were so many things I wanted to talk about. And of course, it's always the same thing. Can't remember everything. So I'm going to show you this piece here. And I brought home one of my favorite toys. My cat is now sitting on a plastic bag. I brought home one of my toys. Right? One of my toys, it's right here. Right? I built this all by myself. And look at that. I can even turn it this way, right? It's not the same thing, right? See, it's like that. And now, look, it's taking up both sides. But I turn it that way, it's in the middle. I can never get it on this. You see, that's the back side, that's the front side, and that's the center. And look at the area, the occupation of the space. So if you're talking to cut the fine line in half, there is no fine line, okay? An area of space is going to take up the minimum size of something. What that minimum size of something is, I don't know. But I do know that in sports, right, it's going to be your side of the ice or mine. If it's boxing, you're both in the ring. If it's football, right, unless you want to keep the ball alive, you got to make sure you get 10 yards. And you got 4 tries on Earth 2.5. In the CFL, you got 3 tries. So you got to get 3.3 something or 3.43 in order to get the 10 yards. You must get 3.43. In the NFL, you can get 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So that would tell you a different story. You need 4 times or 3 times. It's 3 or it's 4. So we're going to take out this dice cube over here. How many more dice cubes here? Oh, no. I got to have a dice cube somewhere. Let me go. I could have one in my pocket. I do. Do I have any more? Oh my God, I do. I think I took them all out of my car. Oh, I have another one. Oh, I do. Oh, I have another one. Oh, I do. Now I'm being silly. Oh, look, a charger. Okay, so we have these dice cube, right? What number was I looking for, right? Was I looking for 5 and 3 or 4 and 2? Was I looking for 5 and 5 or 2 and 2? So if I go down to the casino right now and I show him 5 and 5, he'll tell me it's a hard way. Well, what about that one? It's a hard way. Now, if I throw the dice and it ends up like this, I got snake eyes. I got 88 in the void. If it shows like this, I got 33. So what does 88 bring into the gateway? 33. Is 33 noted to be JC, Jesus Christ? You tell me. The story is here. How I'm going to convey, explain how all the pieces and parts come together is one step at a time, one day at a time, year after year after year after year, nonstop until I get it right. The equation, all the answers are out there. We need to use our heads in the equations. Religion, have you ever heard of that before? In this game, there's only one religion, and it's finding the understanding in what people deem as the truth. And in the game of craps, the truth about this is they're going to say 10 the hard way. The payout, I think, is 6-1. This one over here is 7 out. They say it's the come out roll. They also use the don't come and the don't pass bar. They do not say do not don't. Did, didn't. They don't say it. They put a line at the top, a comma. Why? So say the word. Say the word and spell it out and see where the truth lies. We speak about numbers. Those are the truth in the numbers. The time now is 6:20 p.m. That's the truth. SIX, 6, numeric value, 52. The IX together talks about 9. The S in 6 looks like a 5 on square paper. The 5 and 6 work together because it's your base creation 11 through what is 1 and 2. Here's your 1 and 2, and the opposite side, right? I'm going to show you. Your opposite side is right there. All right, so let me show you. Let me see if I can do this. I show you this, and no magic, no magic. I'm going to hold them like this. Okay, now I'm turning my hand around. What do you expect to see? I'm turning my hand around, and it's going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And there is no other like the Father, right in the center. No matter what I do, the center is always the center. The mother moves around, so I turn it around. 3 and 11 is 14. 3 and 11 is 14. 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 6. 6, 7, and 8. Here I got 7, 6, 7, 8, and then the total 14. When I do that, you can see on the outside is 9 and 6 is 15, and 12 is 27, and 5 is 32, and that's where we started. So you have 32 around. So if I shake them up again, right, and I wanted to get those same numbers, right, like 2 and 1 and 5. Hold on a second. So if I wanted to do the 2, 1, 5, 6 again, let's see. I just threw the dice in the air. Let's see what we come up with. I come up with 10, 21, 28, 36. I didn't come up with the same thing, and I'm going to show you something. That this 3 over here goes 2 ways. You see the way the 3 goes this way, right? And the 3 goes this way. There's 2 ways the 3 can go. When it's this way, it's the 1 or the 6 up. See, I'm going to lower my camera, the 1 up and the 6 below, right? That's when you have the 3. When you turn the 3 this way, it'll be the 5 and the 2. So we have to understand what's going where, what's doing what. And then you look at this. This is going up this way. This is going up this way. It's 3, 5, 7. It's 1, 5, 9. That crossing is a 222, 148 crossing. Let me show this to you. Let me have a little bit of this. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so I want to show you those numbers. I know they're in here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to show you them in a different context. Let me see if I can turn this around. Just 1 second. I'm going to put my board up. Just 1 second. Turn this around. Well, you do see the 10 Commandments, right, over there? Okay, so, oh, the book's upside down. Okay, so I'm still talking on the computer. I should be shutting this one off and just watching myself live. I don't know why I have it on here. I'm going to end the Mama Gives Birth to You. I'm going to end this stream on here.